Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there will be a link in the description down below to the video and BCP Poker Replay's YouTube account, so if you choose to do so, you can go check out the action in some silence. With that being said, let's hop on into it. We got an event from WCOOP 2020, a 2K boppity boo with super stacked Final Table. As always, we got Prebz, we got Sam Squid, Mr. Batar, Wushu, Crazy Lissy, Tino Mulder, and Mr. Tim Cam, the policeman. Mr. Batar is going to get in the King Jack suited. We got pretty much a flip here for Prebz, for a big stack, for Mr. Batar's life, who makes the pair of jacks and survives with 32 blinds now. So we got 84k for the victory. All other numbers along the top don't really matter. We're just here for the first place victory. And we'll go from there. Wushu with the queen and the jack. We'll raise and take it down pre. Couple of sixes this time. We'll raise. I think there's going to be some sort of action. Ace 9 for Mulder was going to fold. Queen 10 suited for Mr. Tim Cam, the policeman. We'll play call. Prebz in the big will come along as well. We could also 3-bet. Look to buy the pot pre. Instead, we see the king 8-6 flop. Bottom set for Wushu. Prebz with the top pair. Nothing doing for the policeman. Checks around to Wushu, who will put in a betski. This bet will not get through as Prebz has that top pair with a fair kicker. I don't know how many bets they pay off. 7 on the turn. There's still the ace king, king queen that Prebz is behind. 8 sixes. Wushu goes for another small value bet here, about 40% or so. Bet on the turn will get through, boppity boo. Couple of 3s for Crazy Lizzie off the 60 big blind stack. They are in first place. They have the opportunity to apply the pressure on their opponents. They're going to go for the wide open and take it down pre. Ace 8 for Mr. Tim Cam, also going to go for a wide open. Mr. Batar in the big blind with an ace and a 10. We'll see it defend somehow. I don't think we 3-bet, but if we do, it's a big bluff. Mr. Batar says we'll just call and take this one post flop. 6-5-2. Goes check check, king on the turn. No help for the policeman. Doopity doo 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 doo. They're gonna bet small. About a quarter pot, a little bit more. Batar will come along. 8 on the river. Good news for Mr. Tim Cam, the policeman. Making a pair of 8s. I don't know if we go for value or not. Mr. Tim Cam says we'll just check this one down and scoop the pot. Nice call on the turn there from Mr. Batar. That ace 10 didn't have a draw, but it was still the best holding. Mr. Batar knew that. Now we gotta move along. Crazy Lizzie with an ace and a king. We'll raise it on up. Jack 8 suited for Wushu in the big will come along to the 10-6-2 flop. Flop will go check. Crazy Lizzie gonna teach us a thing or two. Says let's go for the small bet here, a little bit more than a quarter pot. And the bet will get through. Mr. Tim Cam with an ace and a jack will raise it on up. Prebz with a queen and a 10 in the big blind. Wait, did I say queen and a 10 in the big blind? In the hijack. What the fuck just happened there? Mr. Tim Cam will fold a jack 7 suited. My brain really broke there. 10-3 for Lizzie. Will likely fold. They say no, we're gonna limp this one in. Mulder with a queen and a 3. We'll check it back. Ace 10 6 flop. Good news for Lizzie. Doopity doo 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 doo. Flop goes check check. 2 of spades on the turn. Nobody with a spade. I don't know if any bets go in here. Tino doesn't have the best bluffing hand. Like queen high beats jack high. Crazy Lizzie has the pair of 10s obviously. We get the 5 of spades on the river. 4 spades out there. You see now Tino Mulder can bluff, but they don't have to. They elect just to check down the queen high. And Lizzie takes a small pot. Ace 10 off for Prebz. Under the gun, we'll raise it on up and likely take it down pre. Tim Cam, the policeman, with a 5 and a king in the big blind. We aren't suited, so Tim Cam will just fold. Queen Jack off or Batar from early position. We'll just let this one go. King Queen for Mulder will raise and take it down pre. A couple of 3s for Tino. Batar with an ace and a king. We'll see the open from under the gun. Tino might fold now. They do. And the ace king raise should get through pre-flop. How boring. 8-5 for Prebz is giving it a little think over, but truly they have no playability here. They just gotta fold. 5-6 suited for Wushu. Under the gun will fold. Lizzie with a couple of 9s. We'll go for the min raise. Prebz with a queen and a 10 on the button. We're suited and booted. Do we want to come along to the flop, or do we just want to preserve our chips? Prebz says, let's take a flop. 9-4-3 goes check. I don't know if Lizzie's going to bet or not. I'm just thinking we block all the top pairs. We might want to check it on over to Prebz. Lizzie says, no, go for a small bet. Try to build a pot here. Prebz might come along with a queen 10 with the backdoor draws. Get the ace of spades on the turn, so Prebz is dead. No way for them to win this pot unless they bluff somehow. And 9s aren't folding, so Prebz isn't winning. They are going to go for the little bluff ski. So nice play by Lizzie. Go for the small bet on the flop. The ace on the turn looks like a good card for Lizzie. Prebz takes a stab. 8 on the river. So like 5-2 made a straight, but neither one of these players are going to be holding that. Even the suited variety. Prebz will go for the big bet on the river, 1 million chips, and Lizzie is not folding here. They're thinking, do I jam or do I call? If 9s fold, I'm going to quit poker. You'll never see another video of Brendan's ever again as Lizzie jams it all in. Yeah, Lizzie was just thinking, do I go for the value jam? Do I call? And Lizzie probably landed on the value jam pretty quickly. But then you have to save your face. You gotta act consistently with your timings. So Lizzie says, we're gonna make it look like we have a decision here. We'll use a little time bank, then we'll jam it all in. But surely Lizzie knew right from the get-go that that was a value jam. Because like you lose to aces and 5-2. Both of them are very unlikely. Prebz could call the aces pre-flop, so it's not impossible. Sometimes you do see a slow play from ace-ace pre-flop. 10-7-3 flop. This time Lizzie has a straight draw to the 5. Mulder with some backdoor straight draws. Likely to fold. So Lizzie up to 84 blinds, has the commanding chip lead. Double Mr. Tim Cam, almost double Wushu. Ace 8 for Wushu will raise. And 9-2 for Tim Cam in the big blind. I don't know if we call. Tim Cam says no, we don't. King and a jack for Sam Squid will raise under the gun. Haven't heard from them yet. This raise should get some respect. The ace 6 should hit the muck. Queen 9 for Prebz in the big blind. Could always call. Although to be fair, this isn't the most appealing spot for Queen 9 offsuit. We do want to preserve our chips, but we also want to get a double up. So Prebz says, in the end, after thinking this one through, they're just going to fold. Just going to quickly make sure we're recording. 9 minutes into this. Yep, we're good. Wait, is the sound on? Sound's on. Sorry about that. Ace Queen for Sam Squid. Looks like a raise and take it down pre. They go for the all-in sizing. 23 blinds effective. Excuse me. Queen Jack for Prebz off the 9 big blind stack. Might fold, might rip. They go for the rip. We love to see it, and this jam will get through pre. Blinds go up. King 9 for Prebz. We'll see if they take another spot here. Ace 5 for Lizzie in the big. I don't think we call here, even though they've got the best holding. Wushu with Ace 3 as well will fold. Lizzie does have plenty of chips. So if they call and they're wrong, it doesn't really hurt them. But they're just not necessarily incentivized to call. As great as it would be to get a ladder, there's no need to splash around. We don't want to double up prebs is essentially what I'm trying to say. Lizzie with a queen and an 8 will limp it in. King 8-6 flop. So Lizzie's gotten the best of Tino just because the cards have gone in their favor so far. We've seen quite a few of these limp pots between these two. Hopefully Tino can find a way to steal this pot away from Crazy. They're going to start things off with a min bet on the flop. This will not get the job done. Lizzie's got the backdoor flush draw. The pair at 8s is pretty strong. 3 on the turn goes check check. Ace on the river. Might go check check as well. Lizzie could try to get called by a 6 or a 3. It's not necessarily easy. You're going to have to go for a small bet ski, and Lizzie does go for the small bet. The thing is, you miss out on some value if your opponent was going to bluff. But maybe you'll induce a raise on the river. This is hilarious. I got no idea what's going on here. Tino just basically saying, I smacked that ace on the river. Are you going to fold your 8 or are you going to call? Nice play by Tino to take that pot away. And you see, maybe that's why you check it over with the queen 8 and try not to get called by the 6. You know, it's all dependent on your opponent. But if Tino's going to turn Jack 4 into a bluff on that river card, oof, that's just tough to play against. Ace 8 versus Ace Queen, 10-6, 5 flop goes check bet fold, and we're moving along. So yeah, I'm just thinking about Lizzie, like, I see why they bet small. They were trying to get called by 6s and 3s, maybe a worse 8. They face the heat on the river, and they have to fold. Ace 3 will get it on in, sweat the straight outs. Doopity-doo. Tim Cam doesn't make a pair or nothing. Preps is back in the game with 22 blinds. The policeman with 21. Sam's good with 22. Bitar with 16. This is a pretty tight match here. No bust outs yet. Queen 10 for Lizzie will face the all-in from Tim Cam. The policeman with the queen and the king. And the 3-bet will get through. Ace 8 for Lizzie. Ace ace for Tim Cam, the policeman. Lizzie will open it up. Tim Cam can call, can 3-bet small. They do land on the call option. So it was a hand earlier, Prebs could have had the old ace-ace slow played with a pre-flop call. This time Mr. Tim Cam will show us how to do it off the 25 big blind stack. Jack 9, 8 flop goes check, bet, small ass bet at that. 160k into about, what was it, like 700? We get a call from Crazy Lizzie, deuce on the turn. No help for Lizzie, they're looking solely for an 8. Tim Cam will bet about 2/3 on the turn, and the bet will get through. Queen Jack for Prebs. Off the 22 big blind stack, we'll raise it on up and take it down pretty. Wushu with plenty of chips and a 4 and a 6, we'll let it go. Whoa, this is such an interesting final table. So now that Tim Cam's kind of back in the game with 31 blinds, are they just going to tighten on up? So we got Lizzie in first with 55 blinds, gets a walk. They'll scoop a few more. Ace Queen for Tim Cam. Wushu's in second with 35 blinds. Tino in third with 32. There's a queen and a 9 will call pre-flop. Ace 10-7 goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. As Tim Cam sizes up on the flop. King 7 for Prebs will think about an open, but will land on the fold. Doopity-doo-doo-doo-doo. And another weird thing is, like, Bitar with 14 blinds is one double up away from 28 bigs. And then they're no longer, or well, I guess they're going to join the other group of like 30 big blind stacks. There's one double up away from that. As we see a Jack 7 flop, Tino Bets a big blind. Mr. Tim Cam, the policeman, with a backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. They do find the call, 4 diamonds on the turn. Board is locked up for Tino. However, they don't want to see another diamond on the river unless it's the 9 of diamonds, of course. Tino will put in another bet ski for about half pot. Tim Cam with no draw will likely just fold, and they do. Ace 6 for Wushu, Ace Jack for Batar, Ace King for Lizzie. We'll see Batar open it on up, Lizzie go for the 3 bet, and Batar's going to be in a pickle here. No idea what to do with the Ace Jack after we min raise off the 12 big blind stack. We face a 3 bet from Lizzie, the big stack. Do we just dunk it in? Nah, Batar says just fold, move along, find a better spot. Wow, Batar's just teaching us what to do there. Discipline poker right there. They're down to 10 blinds. Ace 3 for Tino will limp it on in. Prebz with a 6 and a 4 in the small. Sam with an 8 and a 6 in the big. Boopity doo 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 doo. Prebz just folds. Sam will check and flop a frickin' flush. Tino does have the backdoor straight flush draw, which is interesting. They go for the small bet on the flop. Sam goes for the check raise super small. Tino will call. Queen of clubs on the turn goes bet fold. Does Sam ever check it on over? I don't think so. They're going to go for a small bet ski here. 300k more to go. You know what? Tino comes along to the river. I'm not too sure what's going on here. Our ace high, we beat like a... what? 3-4. Huh. Single heart hands, like something with like the king of hearts. Interesting hand there. Someone let me know what Tino's up to right there with the ace and the 3 with the 3 hearts. Ace queen for Prebz will rip it all in for 17 blinds and get it on through. Ace king for Batar. Excuse me. Ace 5 for Squid. We'll open it on up. Batar will rip it all in. And I don't know if Sam calls or not. No idea. Let us know. I'm getting a fair price. I just don't think we're ever going to be good here. Is it ever like King Queen? King Queen suited? Sam says, yeah, it might be, so we're going to have to get this in, and we're going to flop a pair of 5s. No king for Batar. We are going to lose a body just like that. Sam Squid getting a little lucky there. King Jack will open it on up for Sam. Ace Jack for Wushu. We'll play call. Tino in the big with a queen and a 3 of the same suit. We'll just let this one go. 6-5-2 flop goes. Check. Check. Jack on the turn. No, king of diamonds. Pretty brutal card for Wushu. 750k in the middle. Sam will check over the top pair with the flush draw. King on the river, huh? Sam makes 3 of a kind. Wushu sitting here with ace high. Sees a big bet, 2/3 on the river. And Wushu will find the fold. Ace 8 for Sam will raise it on up. Lissy with a couple of 4s might play call. Other than that, we got the policeman in the big blind with a 6 and a 7, who I think might just fold facing Sam's open. Now that Lizzie called, we are getting a great price in the big blind, so Mr. Tim Cam will call. King 9-7 flop. Tim Cam's got the best of it for the time being. Sam looking for an ace or an 8. Has some backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draws going on. Lizzie as well with the backdoor flush draw. No backdoor straight draw for him. Queen on the turn goes check, check, check. And we're going to the river. Hurry up. Let's just get this one over with. Ace on the river. Sam makes the toppest of pairs. It's such a weird board. Sam doesn't even bet. 870k in the middle. Lizzie will get the pair of 7s to fold, but Sam will call with the pair of aces and take the pot. 45 blinds for Sam now. It ties them up in first place. Tim Cam, the policeman, with a queen and an 8 in the small blind, will go for the big raise pre. Prebz with a king and a jack of the same suit can call or dunk it in. They land on the call option. Queen 7-6 goes bet fold. No, it doesn't. Check call. Check call. How does it go check call? That's impossible. It goes bet call. Small bet by Tim Cam. Prebz with 3 in a row. We'll play call. 5 on the turn. Tim Cam will check it on over. Has the straight draw, top pair. Lots going on for Tim Cam. Not much doing for Prebz with the 3 in a row. No diamonds out there for them. They check back the turn. We see a 6. Tim Cam will bet real small. And Prebz will let go with the king high. Ace 5 for Lizzie. We'll raise it on up and... we got some playable hands here. Jack 9 suited for Mulder in the muck. 9-8 suited for Tim Cam, the policeman, in the muck. 10-9 suited for Prebz in the muck. Sam Squid with a king and a 5 in the big blind in the muck. Sam's got chips to throw around, but yeah, in the muck. Lizzie takes that one down pre and blinds go up. So we still have our very weird dynamic going on here as the blinds just went up. Lizzie with 41 blinds, Sam Squid with a jack and a 6, and about 37 blinds will rip it all in and bring themselves up to about 40 blinds. Ace Ace for Prebz, Tim Cam with a couple of 3s. We'll open it on up, I think. Oh no, they do find the discipline fold. Sam Squid with a queen and a 10 of the same suit. We'll see Prebz open. Sam might 3-bet. Do we just fold? Feels so weak. We got queen 10 of spades. Feels like we have to call. 3-bet comes on in. I think Sam's pretty well committed to the pot now. If Prebz goes all in, they're obviously going to have a strong hand, which happens, but Sam says, yeah, I'm priced in. I'm going to need a queen and jack. Ooh. The board pairs on the flop, so Sam's pretty well dead. But Sam picked up a straight draw on the turn, didn't hit it. Just like that, Prebz has 28 blinds, Sam down to 26. So we got Lizzie in the commanding first place position with 40 blinds. Then we got Prebz and Sam pretty well tied up at 26 or 27. Oh my lord. 28 blinds for Prebz, 26 blinds for Sam Squid. They're pretty well tied up is what I'm trying to say. Mr. Tim Cam just behind them with 24. 10-6 suited for Lizzie will raise. 10-8 for Prebz in the big blind will call. Queen 10-5 flop goes check. Check. We're off to the turn. Doopity-doo, doopity-doo. Lizzie says, no, we're not off to the turn just quite yet. We're going to put in a 200k value bet here. Get called by the better 10x. We do have some chop potentials. Any card above a 9, I believe. Get the 4 of hearts on the river. This is not going to be a chop pot. River goes check, check, and Prebz takes a little pot. So after Prebz just took that little pot off Lizzie, bringing them up to second place position. Only 5 blinds behind Lizzie. Queen, queen for Mulder. King Jack suited for Prebz. We'll see the all-in play and a quick call from Mulder. We're going to need to see a king. A jack. Nope. Prebz doesn't get there. Tino Mulder back in second place position. 30 blinds. Were they ever in second place? They were close to it at some point. Anyways, the chips are just being thrown around here. 10-10 for Sam Squid will raise and take it down pre. It's not like there's being like ridiculous actions going on. It's just we're seeing the chips get moved around quite frequently. Queen 9 for Sam Squid. And we've only got one bust out so far, so that's kind of interesting as well. king 7 for Lizzie in the big. Looks kind of like a boring pot. Queen 9 off, king 7 off. Get a raise from the button, and Lizzie's going to 3-bet the big. In the end, they land on the call option. Queen Jack 10 goes check. Both players with backdoor flush draws and an open-ended straight draw. Flop goes check check. 6 of diamonds on the turn. Lizzie will bet about 2/3. Get a call from the queen 9, a king on the river. Lizzie was looking for a 10. No, not a 10, sorry. A 9, a king, or an ace. They found the king on the river. You know what? Sam has a straight. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I thought Lizzie just won the pot. But instead Sam makes the second nuts. They will check it back and take the pot. That's very interesting, as there's a one-liner to the ace or 9. Sam says there's no value to be had here. Sometimes 2-pair will call you down, but maybe in a much more competitive game, the 2-pair might just find the fold. Prebz with an ace and a 3 under the gun. We'll raise it on up and take it down pre-flop. Right. Surely Tim Cam finds the fold with a 3 and the 5. Doopity-doo. Ace 9 for Sam. Squid will raise it on up. And take it down pre. Hurry up, Tim Cam. Jack 4 offsuit is not a hand to think about. We're going in the tank here. Tim Cam needs to put their eyes back towards the screen. Doopity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Turn off the Netflix. Let's get back to the show. Jack 9 for Prebz in the small blind. Ace 9 for Sam. We'll see an all-in and a quick call. Prebz needs a jack and they find it. A 10 for a chop. And we fucking find the 10. Are you serious, Poker Stars? Why won't the... nobody's busting. What's going on here? 9-9 for Tino. Ace 5 suited for Prebz. We'll see a raise. Oh, I'll raise all in. Take it down pre for Tino. As they were playing like 20 blinds effective with Sam. Surprised they went for the all in instead of the raise, the min raise. Prebz with a jack and an 8 will find the fold off 16 blinds. Wushu with a king and an 8 will we are going to open off 13. I thought this was going to be a fold. Lizzie, let's go with the suited king in the small. Jack 10 for Tino in the big will call. Queen 4-4 goes check. Bet. Raise. Nah, Tino with 3 in a row will just find the fold this time. Couple of kings for Sam. We'll raise it on up. Lizzie with a couple of 6s. Could jam. Don't do it, Lizzie. Could also play call. Could also just fold. They land on the call option. Tim Cam in the big blind getting a fair price with the king 4 off. We'll find the fold, of course. 5-4-2 flop. Lizzie looking for a 6 or a 3. Also has a few other backdoor straight draws in there. They're going to start things off with a small ass bet. Sam will call king on the turn. Bad news for Lizzie. They can only hit a 3 now. Don't think we put in another bet here. We'll see what Lizzie does. Do we bet small again to check back the river? Lizzie says yeah. We're going to bet super small about a third pot. Hopefully Sam just calls. And then we can check back the river. 10 of diamonds goes check check. And Sam takes a 2.5 million chip pot. That's a big one going their way. 42 blinds now for Sam, who's in first place. And Lizzie, who is in first place for so long, has an ace and a 5, 20 blinds. Will raise and take it down pre. What's going on here? Tim Cam with an ace and a 10. Crazy Lizzie will raise up king 7 suited. We'll see Tim Cam jam it all in. Prebz folds the pocket pair. And Lizzie follows right behind with the king 7. Doopity-doo, blind on blind. Sam squid with a 9 and a 7. Queen 7 for Wushu. in the big. We'll see the big ass raise pre-flop. Wushu likely to fold. Doopity doo 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 doo. Oh, Wushu says no. I'm gonna call. I'm dominating my opponent. Ace King 3 flop goes bet fold. No, Sam checks it on over. 1.1 million chips in the middle. Wushu with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Does pick up a diamond on the turn. So Sam goes for a little bet ski, 400k. I think Wushu finds the call here. Queen high still best. Nice call by Wushu. I want the river to go check check. Sam might put in the all-in bluff. There it is. And Wushu with queen high will quickly fold. Queen 10 for prebs. We'll raise it on up. Or do we fold 14 blinds? 14 blinds? Prebs says we're just going to let this one go. Ace jack suited. We'll get a walk for Lizzie. Ace queen for the policeman. We'll raise it on up. King 9 for Tino in the big. Jack 8 3 flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. Right. Does Tino ever raise with the backdoor straight draws? They say nope. Just gonna fold. Ace 3 for prebs. 8-8 for squid. Ace 3 does go for the open. 8s might jam. Ace queen for Tino. 8s hit the muck. Tino might jam. There's the all in. And prebs will have to let go of ace 3. Surely we fold king 6. The policeman just needs to get their eyes back towards the screen. They don't have any decisions there. They're a strong ass player. They know what they're doing. 4-4. We'll rip it all in and take it down pre. Do we ever limp? I don't think so. I think we just want to take the pot down pre-flop. Tim Cam says, yes sir. Just rip it in and take it down pre. Ace 7 suited for Wushu will stick in most of their chips, leaving themselves with a blind. Tim Cam, get your eyes back to the screen. You got a king and a 6. Just fold it. Blinds go up. Doopity doo 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 doo. Ace 7 for prebs with 8 blinds. We'll rip it all in. Sam squid with a king and a jack. Might go for the call option. They do just lay it down pre. Prebs gets one through. 8-9 suited for prebs. I think we fold, but sometimes we jam this. 10 big blinds. Prebs does land on the fold. Sam with an ace and a queen will raise it on up. King jack for Wushu might rip. Might fold. Nice fold from Wushu. Lizzie in the big with a 6 and a 7. Lizzie in the tank, thinking about calling. Excuse me. Lizzie finds the fold. King 10 for Sam. Ace queen for Tino. Get the all in from Sam. Tino, I think, calls in the end here. They're going to have about 60% or so. Ace queen just feels like too much of a hand to be folding. But, Tino says, Brendan, you better work on your game here. So the reason why Tino folds, they're in second place position as blinds have continuously gone up. They aren't guaranteed second by any stretch of the imagination. What are they guaranteed? 6th place. That's what they're guaranteed. So they're guaranteed 22 grand. They see Wushu with 9 blinds, prebs with 9 blinds. Both those bodies could bust. That's going to happen rather swiftly, as Crazy Lizzie might even put their life on the line as they get the all-in through. Oh, a couple of kings for Tino. Well, what I'm trying to say is, Tino folded the ace-queen because we can make $16,000 just by hanging out. If we fold, it looks like we're going to make $16,000. Not guaranteed, but very likely to happen. Because the other thing is, Lizzie could also put their life on the line. Tim Cam can put their life on the line. So maybe that $16,000 turns into 27. Maybe you get third place position just from folding there instead of getting it in with like 60%. The thing is, what I thought was going to be very enticing is if Tino wins that pot, ace queen versus king 10, as Prebz might rip an ace 9 here, they do king for Sam. I thought Tino was going to call because if they win that pot, they'll be in first place position as Prebz makes a pair of aces. This tournament will just not come to an end. Ace king for Sam will raise and take it down pre. Might go for the all-in size. They say this hand is too strong. We have to go for the induce. They make it 2.5x and take it down pre. So now I'm going to try to finish that thought about Tino folding the ace queen. I thought they wanted to call because if they win, they'll be in first place by in a commanding lead. And I thought we were going for first place position. I thought we wanted to win the tournament. I thought the dollars didn't matter, but Tino says the dollars do matter. We want to see the numbers go up, not down. Jack 10 for Prebz will make a pair of jacks on the turn here. Tim Cam with the pair of sevens gets a free river, the 5 of spades. No help for the policeman. River goes check, and Prebz takes a nice pot. Prebz is thinking value, but they do land on the check option. What's going on here? Queen 10 for Sam will raise under the gun. Jack 9 for Prebz in the big blind. Raise will get through pretty crazy Lizzie with a king and an 8 of the same suit. They are not afraid to play post flop. They will go for the open and take it down pre. Ace Jack for Tino. We'll rip it all in. Queen Jack for Sam. We'll just find the fold. Prebz with an ace and a 9 off the 20 big blind stack. I don't know what to do here. Do you raise? Do you fold? Prebz says we do go for the raise. Sam with king 10 suited could jam it all in. They do. And I think Prebz just folds. Yep. And we're moving along. Queen Jack for Prebz. Another playable holding, but unfortunately they feel like they're going to get played back at quite frequently here. They do still find the open. Ace 10 for Wushu. We'll rip it all in, I think. I could be wrong. Do we just fold? We've got 5 big blinds and an ace and a 10. Wushu says we do just fold. Tino will call the big with 6-7 off. Ace king 3 flop goes check. Bet fold. There's the bet. And a quick fold from the 7 high. King Jack for Prebz. Ace King waiting in the big blind. Prebz might fold. We'll see the 8s dunk it in. Prebz goes for the open, so Wushu might fold the 8s. They say nope. Tim Cam with the Ace King will rip it all in. Excuse me. Got a double paired board, but there's no pair for Tim Cam the policeman. Wushu's 8s hold on up. Blinds go up. So look at the stacks here. Sam with 30 blinds. Prebz in second place with 14. Then we get a tie for third place as 9-4 suited rips it all in. Kind of want to see a call here. But hopefully Prebz just folds so the policeman stays alive. Prebz does find the call. 4 on the flop though. That's all good news. A 6 or an 8. And Prebz would take the pot instead. We don't see that. So we got Sam in first. Tino and Crazy Lizzie in second place with 13 blinds each. And then a 3-way tie for what is that? 4th place? King 10 will make a pair of 10s on the flop here. No straight help for Prebz, so they're Gonzo Alonzo. The big stack just gets a little bit bigger. And Sam will rip in 10-7 suited. Ace Jack for Wushu will call. Ace on the flop. 7 on the turn. And a 10 on the river. Poker stars. What the hell was that all about? Sam getting quite lucky there. Jack 6 suited will rip it all in and take it down pre. Whew, this is a fun game. It should be wrapping up shortly as Sam's got way too many chips. Tim Cam will rip it all in and take it down pre. You know, like with that being said, Ace 9 suited for Tim Cam will rip it all in and get it on through. If Tim Cam gets a double up, they have 24 blinds. They're right back in the game. So they just have to knock out Tino or Lizzie. And Tim Cam has a real chance here. Ace-6, this is the spot. Tino will jam. Tim Cam will call. Oh boy, ace. But it, oh, runner 6, but the flush completes for Tim Cam. Boppity boo. So Tim Cam, like I was saying, if they get the double up, 25 blinds, they're right back in the game here. Queen 3 for Sam will raise and take it down pre. Raise all in, that is. Ace-8 versus 4-4. We'll see a raise, a jam, and a call. Just an open jam from the policeman. Ace-9 suited. Tim Cam in position. Surely will raise small. They just go for the all-in. Interesting stuff. I suppose if Sam 3-bets... Oh no, King for Sam. Sorry, if Sam 3-bets, Tim Cam will have to fold the Ace-9 suited, so that's why they go all-in pre-flop, I'm assuming. King, Queen, 6 flop, 2 spades for the policeman, top set for Sam. We'll see a bet, half pot size, at least a call, deuce on the turn. This will be a big pot going Sam Squid's way, it looks like, providing there's no spade on the river. Sam will go for the hefty bet on the turn, a little bit more than half pot. Tim Cam does find the call once again, still ahead of some Jack 10 of spades. Even just Jack 10 period. 3 on the river goes check, jam, fold. If Tim Cam calls it off here, that would be quite surprising with the ace high. Again, they're still ahead of Jack 10. In the end, Tim Cam finds the fold with a missed flush draw. Jack 3 suited, will rip it all in. 9's quickly call. Any jack. Nope, we get a king on the river, so Lizzie survives. And just like that, Lizzie's one double up away from being right back in the game. So Sam Squid certainly doesn't have the game locked up. I should have known that from the get-go. Ace-9 for Lizzie. Little raise all in, essentially. About half their stack. Tim Cam with an ace and a 5. Fold, policeman. Nice fold by the policeman. Ace-Jack for Lizzie in the big blind. 5-9 suited for Sam in the small. Are we going to do the raising all in? We do. Lizzie will call. Right? If we fold Ace-Jack, I think I quit poker. Is it time for my retirement? Ace-Jack, call. Call. There it is. Queen 7 flop. 9 on the frip for Poker Stars. What the hell is this all about? Sam running quite hot. They did turn the straight draw. Ace-8 will rip it all in and take it down pre. 8-7 for the policeman. We'll limit on in. Wushu with the straight. No, that's not Wushu. Wushu's gone. Tim Cam the policeman with the straight draw to the 6. Sam with the pair of 5s. 8-7 or a 6. We get the king of hearts. So 1 million chips will slide Sam's way. He's gonna go for a hefty value bet here. 750k. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about that. That looks like a value bet to me, but it looks also a little bit too large to be a value bet. So I'm not sure if Sam will rip in the 9-4 suited, look for a 9 or a 4 or a club. We don't get it. Tim Cam will double on up with the A7. Then get a couple of deuces. Do we jam? Sam, or not Sam. Tim Cam says yes we do. Tim Cam and Sam. Interesting heads up battle. Ace King for Sam. Tim Cam will check back the 5-4. Well, look at this, a royal flush draw. We are not going to get to see the turn card. Sam bets a big blind and takes the pot down. 8-7 will limp it in. Ace-10 will raise it on up. Potentially non-all in. Makes it 4 blinds to go, 3 more to call. Tim Cam has the very playable 8-7 of spades. They call. King-9 2 flop goes Check. Check. 3 on the turn. From here on out, I'm not too sure what happens. Who's gonna bluff? Sam will check it on over. Tim Cam, the policeman, will put out a small betski. 600k to go. Sam finds the call, 8 on the river. Tim will check it on back, I think, with a little bit of showdown value. And take a nice spot there. 23 blinds to 47. Couple of bullshit holdings. Sam might raise and take it down pretty. Oh, Sam says he's gonna hero call the all in. Jack 3 limps it in. 10-2 for Sam. We'll check it back. Jack 7, 6 flop. So Tim Cam just one double up away from being in the hefty first place position. They could also just slowly chip away at Sam Squid as they've done so far. They got the toppest of pairs here. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ace King for Tim Cam. Facing the limp. Sam with a queen and a 2. Facing the big raise here. How many big blinds is that? 1.8 million chips. Divided by 300k, is that 6? Holy shit. 7-3 for Tim Cam. 3-6 for Sam. Get a limp pot. Sam checks it back. Flops the straight draw to the 5. King 4-2 flop goes check, bet, call, and we're off to the turn. Just kidding, Sam puts in the raise on the flop and the 3-7 will hit the muck. Tim Cam just certainly didn't belong in that hand, but it's nice to see Sam take the aggressive line there. 5-5 for Tim Cam. We'll limp it in. 4-8 for Sam. Boopity boo. 8-5. Nope. 8-7-3 flop. There's no 5 on the flop. Flop goes check, check. Queen on the turn. Turn goes bet call, 6 on the river. Would like to see Tim Cam turn their 5s into a bluff here. I just think it would be some fireworks. I don't know if they've got a great reason. They block 5-4 and 5-9. Sam with the pair of 8s gets the bet through on the river. 10-7 versus King 7. Could see some fireworks here if there were some 7s on the board. Instead we get a queen 9-2 flop goes check. Check, check, ace on the turn. Surely Sam puts in a bet at some point with 10 high. We'll wait to the river, 6 of diamonds. Sam overbets 900k and the bet gets through. Queen 2 for the policeman. We'll limp it on in. Sam Squid with a 6 and a 7. We'll check it on back. Ace 9-3 flop goes check, check. Nope, it goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. Jack 9 for the policeman. Facing the limp. Boppity boo. 10-5 for Sam. In position, facing the raise after they limp it in. We'll still find the call and flop a frickin' flush draw. Any diamond will do. Tim Cam with the pair of 9s. I don't think they put in a whole lot of chips here. They do go for the small protection bet on the flop. Ace of spades on the turn. Tim Cam will put in another 700k for a quarter pot size bet. 5 on the river. So Sam makes a pair. I think it goes check, check though. Tim Cam will scoop the pot. Nice one going there. Way 27 blinds. King Queen versus Queen Jack. Limp pot. Sam will raise it on up. Tim Cam will quickly call. 9-5-2 flop. Both players with backdoor straight draws. No backdoor flush draw out there. Sam will bet at 1.2 million chips. I think Tim Cam comes to the turn. 9 of hearts. Nope, 4.5 million chips in the middle. Turn goes check, check, 7 on the river. River goes check, check, and Tim Cam takes a nice pot. Blinds go up, and we're pretty well tied up. 8-5 versus ace queen, limp pot. Tim Cam will raise it up. And the raise gets through. It's kind of interesting. They're playing for a 19k heads up battle. That's a lot of money. And they didn't even chop it up or anything. They just don't give a shit. They're here for the W. Especially like when they evened up their chip stacks. Typically you'd see people talk out a deal then. Not here, not today. And it looks like they've been talking like they're friends. They know each other personally. They've obviously both been working in this atmosphere for quite a while. Doobity doo, king 3 for Tim Cam. Boppity boo. Anyway, so they're playing for 19k heads up. Sam Squid will rip in the 8-7 suited for about 30 blinds and get it on through. Anyways, let me know what your biggest heads up battle was for. Even if it's only $100 or whatever. It's just cool to note. Because then you can realize just how much more pennies these guys are playing for. 9-7-5 flop goes check, bet, call, and we're off to the turn. Get a deuce of clubs, completing the rainbow. 4.6 million chips in the middle, goes check, check, 8 on the river. Sam makes a straight. Tim Cam, with that pair of 5s, will check it on over. Sam will bet a hefty amount and take the pot down. 3.5 million into 4.6. And the bet surely gets through. Tim Cam's done a great job of picking away at Sam. Unfortunately, I think they're going to find the call in the end here. The longer we think, the more likely we are to call. Tim Cam says think long, think right. Think long, think right, and finds the fold. But as I was saying, Tim Cam's done a great job of picking away at Sam. So you don't really want to see them blast off with a pair of 5s there. Would be kind of cool to see the policeman get the job done here. Pair of 4s versus a pair of nothing. Pair of 3s now for Sam. Whoa! 4x, almost a 4x overbet. 3.5x looks like 800k. 3.5x overbet the pot by Sam Squid. Tim Cam with a pair of 4s is gonna have a lot of time bank to think this one out. Is this a test? It is a test. You see, Tim Cam knows what's up, but unfortunately, I think they're gonna fold. Is this a test? It is undoubtedly a test. Lol, good size, right? And Tim Cam finds the fold. It is too much for me to hero. Aw, yep. Tim Cam thought about it for a while with a pair of 4s. In the end, Sam will steal that pot away. And it was only about like 800k, so Tim Cam doesn't have a great reason to defend it. Like, he doesn't have a great reason to be a hero. But he did fail the test, so to speak. Pair 2s versus straight draw, right? No straight draw for Tim Cam. They just got the flush draw to the heart. You have the police car. I know you can hand out tickets. Oh yeah, these two are just friends. This is what we came to see. Just a couple of friends chit-chat as they battle it on out for $19,000. Damn, not 8 big blinds again? Tim Cam thinks he found the right fold, I'm pretty sure. He'll see back the deuce 7. King for Sam. Sees an 8-4-3 flop in position, will bet and take the pot down. So Sam back in the commanding first place position. Boopity boo. 10-9 for the policeman will raise. Queen 3 defends the big blind. Jack 4-4 flop goes check check. 3 on the turn. Turn goes what? Bet call. King on the river, completing the flush for the policeman. And Tim Cam goes for the big bet, and the bet gets through as blinds go up. 6-3 versus 5-10 limp pot. King Queen 8 flop goes check, bet, fold, and we're moving along. Doopity doo 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 doo. 6-2 versus 4-3. 2 bullshit holdings. We see a limp pot. Queen 8-3 flop goes check. Backdoor straight draw for the policeman. We'll bet a big blind. Sam with the bottom pair will call. Jack on the turn goes check. Do we bet again? Is it time just to fire away? Tim Cam says no, it's not. We'll make a pair of sixes on the river. Which is good for the pot here. 1.7 mil will slide Tim Cam's way. Queen 10 suited for Sam. Boppity boo. We'll go for the 2.5x raise pre-flop and take it down pre. Obviously. Ace 5 for Tim Cam. We'll limp it on in. Sam squid with a 3 and a 10. Ace Jack 3 flop goes check, bet, call, and we're off to the turn. Sam with the bottom pair, the backdoor straight draw. Don't think we can fold just quite yet. It is a big hefty bet. We get the 10 of diamonds on the turn. Does this go check, bet, jam, call? Tim Cam goes for the huge overbet with the top pair of aces. Sam Squid might rip it all in here. Tim Cam needs an ace, a jack, or a 5. There's the all in. Quick call from Tim Cam. King of diamonds on the river. That's the show, folks. Sam gets the job done. Very interesting happening here. I suppose on the turn here, Tim Cam says, look at the board. Ace Jack 10 3. 2 flush draws out there. All the straight draws. That's why they go for the big ass sizing. And in the end, Sam shows up with the 2 pairs. So not surprised to see Sam rip it all in. Not surprised to see Tim Cam call it off. In the end, we get the king of diamonds on the river. So Sam holds on up. So I suppose that's the end of the show. If you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. This is a very trippy image to leave the video on. Whoa, wee wah. Great job by Sam Squid. Who else was in there? Who had the big chip stack for a long ass time? Let's just go back to the beginning quickly. Crazy Lizzie. They played a great game. Unfortunately, they ran like shit at some point. It took us a long time to lose bodies. Took us a long time. Petard left first, but after they left, it took forever. Chips were just being thrown around. It was pretty much anybody's game. Tino could have got the job done. Prebz could have got the job done. Sam, in the end, gets the W. Alrighty. Adios, amigos.